How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to give you my favorite setups for the upcoming week, give you my zones slash levels, kind of how I plan on trading them. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click that thumbs up button, and click that bell icon so you do not miss on any of my upcoming videos. Let's just get right to it here. To SPY, this is what I trade 99% of the time after market opens. I really like this zone up above here. I would ideally like to see us enter this. There's two different ways we can trade this, okay? Let's talk about this just for a second. First off, for me, I'm gonna wait to the top of this zone before I try puts. I like that 402.6 for puts. That's where I'm gonna start my put position, play the move back down. Another way you can handle this, you can wait till we come into this. We're starting to come back out of it. That could possibly be an entry as well. I like taking my trades off the top of zones. That's just personal preference. Now, let's talk about bounce level. This is the hourly time frame. I like this, 390 area for a bounce. Depends where we open at, but 390 looks good for a bounce. The ideal bounce area for me though this week would be down here around the 383.7. I would love if we could pull down there, catch that level for a nice bounce. There should be some nice demand down there. We'll see. If we do fail this level, we could very easily see this 380.5 this week. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know what the market holds. We can only trade the levels that we create. We got to be patient, wait on them to just trade safe. Now let's take a look at SPX. Now, when I give you them levels, the reason behind them, yes, you can trade them as well. You can take trades on SPY based off the SPX levels. Remember, we take calls at support and puts at resistance. Unless, we just got a huge increase in volume on SPY. But anyways, let's take a look at SPX here. Okay, so these are the most relevant support and resistance levels I found this week. This is what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to keep these up on my chart. You can see we closed at like this 3,970 area. Right now, the closest resistance is up here on this whole psych number around this 4,000, right at it. The closest support is at this 3,917. Now let's talk a bit here. I say this every single day in my Instagram lives. I go live on Instagram every single morning. If you're not there, I'll leave a link in the description for you to join us there. So let's say that we're watching a SPY level that we've created pre-market, right? The market opens, we see your levels on SPX. So if I see a level I like on SPY to go long, if I look and I see SPX setting right at 3,993, I'm not going to go long on SPY because what's going to happen, we're going to come up and reject this resistance. That's going to push down and stop us out on our trade. That's why it's so important to know where these SPX levels are. And the same thing down here. If I'm looking to go short on SPY and I look on SPX and we're sitting right above this support, I'm not going to go short because we're going to bounce up and hit my stop. Just some simple things to help you all out, save you some money hopefully. Here are my levels on ES for all my futures trading family out there. I love trading futures as well, but I trade mostly mine during the pre-market. I really like this 4,050 for a possible reject, but above that we have this big zone up here I'll be watching. You can see we come up and touched it here. You can actually see it better on the daily. Let me show you all what I see here. We've come up and rejected it twice, right? And the top of that is a nice area of confluence. As you can see to your left here, you see how that's the area of confluence? Trying to line that up best I can. That's what we're talking about when we say area of confluence. You see how the candles are reacting there. A nice area of confluence up at that 4,084 level. I'll definitely be watching that if we do push up that far for a possible reject. The only bounces I do have for ES, keep in mind, I'll see trades play out intraday or pre-market. I can call a little different trade. This is the highest probability trades I see as of right now. I like this, the bottom of this zone we have here for a bounce right at this 3,900 to 3,897 area for a bounce. So if we push down there, I'd definitely be watching that. That's quite the move. We got a ways to go to get down there, but we could very well see that this week. I don't know what the market holds, but we're going to have our zones slash levels ready to trade it. And we're going to manage our risk well, okay? I released the last video I put out was actually on managing a losing trade, if you want to check that out. But that's all the levels slash zones I have for you all. Hopefully this helps you all out this week. If you do trade these, be sure you manage your risk. That's what it's all about. Do never let one losing trade wipe out all your winning days. It's okay to have a losing trade. It happens. No one's perfect. No one never has a losing trade. Everyone loses. What makes them successful? And if you're struggling right now to be successful and you've put in the time to learn, I would say it has to do with you letting your losers run. Go let your winners run, not your losers. Cut them at what your plan is pre-market. If you know where your stop loss is when you enter this trade, you honor it, unless you just see something, a technical, something that you did on your side that was wrong that you need adjusted a little. That's the only time I allow for adjusting my stop loss. That's it for this video. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you next time.